Hello, Tom here. At BitSummit, we met up with the creator of Saving Mr. Tako, Chris Galati, about their upcoming game, Tako no Himitsu. Very much inspired by JRPGs on Game Boy Advance, and is on Kickstarter right now. Starting off, we'll have a look at Chris playing the new boss that wasn't in the Kickstarter launch, and very shortly thereafter, much better interview audio about things like coming back full circle to Kyoto, where development started. Let's dive in. Hi everyone, Tom GameXplain. I'm joined by a very special guest, Chris Galati. Working on Saving Tako. This Chris is kind enough to show us exclusive footage of a boss that'll be coming to their Kickstarter soon. So, without further ado, Chris, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired, but happy to be in Japan for BitSummit, and happy that we are getting so much support on the Kickstarter. So yeah, it's a boss that's where you have to switch character basically, because one can stun it and one can attack it. And yeah, you have to avoid some kind of protections. It's not shmup evil, but a bit. Yeah, you don't have the music here, but the boss music is by Sakuraba. So the music yeah, for the boss is cool. Yeah, you have already one other boss in the demo, but yeah, this one wasn't ready on time, but it's coming soon.
Clearly, with the Kickstarter reaching its goal, you didn't need it right away, but it'll give you like a secondary boost along the way.
Yeah, that's why we hope we can get a visibility from this event.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, well, for me it is, but it won't be as easy for everybody. And yeah, it's still a work in progress, so we are still working on it before putting it on the actual demo on Steam. But it will be coming soon, so hopefully by the end of the campaign.
Chris, why don't you tell us a bit about your game, which has already met its Kickstarter goal?
Hi, nice to meet you all. I'm making Tako no Himitsu, which is the sequel of Save Me Mr. Tako. It's an action RPG made as a tribute to the Game Boy Advance, where you play many characters and have octopuses to do magic spells and stuff like that. And yeah, we're on Kickstarter right now.
You've actually been working on this since 2019, is that correct?
Yes, the development of this game began right after the release of Save Me Mr. Tako. I was selected in an artist residency in Japan called Villa Kujoyama. So I got to spend 5 months in Kyoto and start working on this game. But yeah, after that, after going back to France, I had to rework a bit on the first game, which was released in 2021. And then the quest for fundings, the eternal quest for fundings. So now we are launched, we have a demo on Steam. I created my own company, which is called Dinios. And now, yeah, we are doing the Kickstarter for this game, and it's going well. So hopefully now we are launched, and we can work for the next couple of years full time on the game.
Well, yeah, more than launch. You've surpassed your goal by quite a bit. Are you hoping to reach some stretch goals here? How does it feel after all that hard work to have the Kickstarter met so quick?
Yeah, it's magical, seeing the reception, because it's been 5 years we are working on it in our home, kind of secretive. But even though I'm sharing a lot on Patreon, like the devlogs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's so cool to see people playing the game, see them enjoy, and even the things where I was most scared of because the game has a lot of deep messages and there are various characters like drag queens. So I was kind of nervous of how it will be received, and it's been received very well for now. So I'm really happy with the reception of the demo, and you can all try it at home because it's on Steam.
I was playing the first half of the demo yesterday. There's different playable characters. There's going to be 6 in the final game, is that right?
There are 6 planned, but we reached the stretch goal for a 7th one, so now there will be 7.
I have old information already. This game is based off classic Game Boy Advance games.
Yes, my main references for this one were Golden Sun and Terranigma. Illusion of Gaia, Final Fantasy VI, this kind of JRPGs. So we are more in the action aspect, like Zelda Link to the Past, and very Zelda things, like pushing an altar to go to a catacomb, like very Zelda. That's what I did with Semi Mr. Tako. Like I tried to take inspiration on all the games from a special eras. So for Tako it was Game Boy, now it's Game Boy Advance. So if we got to do a third game, maybe it will be DS, we'll see. We have to finish this one first. But I try to take inspiration in many games, and that's always funny to me because people don't see the same reference most of the time. So it evokes something different to each player. Like a lot told me about Shining Soul, for example. So I played it, but it was not in my main references. But glad people can think some things are familiar for them when playing and nostalgic. But as you can see, like we have several characters, we can switch directly in game, or with. And each of them plays differently because the game is all about secrets and traumas, and so all characters bear secrets and are traumatized somehow, very happy stuff. But the world itself is also kind of traumatized. So the hate growing inside the world turned into shadow monsters. So that's the one we are fighting in the game. And so yes, there is an intensive to switch characters a lot. Grow your character, level ups, grow your octopuses as well.
Something interesting with your development, this game's development started in Kyoto, with that basically funded by France, and you were here for 5 months, and now we are in Kyoto. What's it kind of like going full circle, coming back here?
Yeah, it was very important for me. Like this is the first event we are doing with the new demo of the game. Like because I was at BitSummit with Semi Tako 7 years ago, something like that. So yeah, being able to go back to Kyoto was very important for us, and that's also why we launched a Kickstarter like in July this year. When we learned we were selected at BitSummit, we said we have to launch the campaign at this moment, and having this kind of full circle moments is very nice.
It's not just you making this game, but it's a very small team. Can you maybe talk a bit about the team size?
Now I have a company, and we are between 5 to 10 people. We are all freelancers basically, so maybe that will change if we get enough fundings. But yeah, we are freelancers. We work on other games, myself included. I work on other games on my free time, and like we are mostly pixel. Most of the team are pixel artists actually, because we need a lot of work to achieve this artistic direction. But we have also a few composers, including Motoi Sakuraba from Golden Sun and Masadon Rikichi from Terranigma. So that's very special to have them, especially as a game. It took a lot of inspiration from their work. And we are working now, and we managed to do this demo. It was a very intense summer for us.
Geez, that summer, it's early in the summer too. At least maybe you can enjoy a bit after. But running a Kickstarter, I hear, is like a job in itself. So it's impressive you're here and with the Kickstarter.
But yeah, we are actively working on it, taking your feedback also, because the demo has already been downloaded more than 5,000 times, which is a lot. We were not expecting that much.
I believe it says already. Can you kind of touch on what platforms you're planning for this game?
Hopefully we can bring the game to Nintendo. Hopefully it's our main goal, as we did that for Semi Tako as well. So hopefully Switch, and I guess by the time the game's development is finished, it might be Switch 2. You can already pre-order Switch physical version in the Kickstarter page, which are made by Pix & Love, a French company that do good projects. Kickstarter is very important for us to also reassure publishers and stuff like that, because we are kind of in a crisis in our industry right now. So there is not much fundings anywhere. So that's why we have to rely on Kickstarter, unfortunately. But thankfully, it's been good to us. But it was very stressful. Like the idea, like because if the Kickstarter had failed, it was basically game over for the game. We won't have been able to get any publisher if a Kickstarter failed. So now I guess we have more cards in our hands for the future.
Yeah, that's great. Like I've heard as a stat, you can reach out to publishers and other publishers don't know, but if you have a Kickstarter, they see it didn't reach it and they kind of get a free idea on how it does popularity. So it is a big risk. With this demo and the work along the way, it's just great to see. I hear sometimes like it's very hard to put together an RPG. Has it been even more challenging than saving Mr. Tako?
Yes, but Semi Mr. Tako was kind of already an RPG in its heart, but it was kind of the issue because It was also a platformer, so people who wanted to enjoy the story were bothered by the difficulty, and the one who wanted a platformer experience were kind of tired because it was talking too much. So now at least we have a good support to tell the stories we want. But yeah, it's challenging. But for Semi Tako, I was alone. Now the challenge is leading a team as well. It's a new challenge I'm discovering, getting funding, because for Tako it was on my free time most of the time. So yeah, a lot of new challenges to go through.
Wow, that's great. And do you have anything you might like to say to people who backed it and to encourage anyone to take a look at Tako no Himitsu?
Yeah, you can call it Tako 2 if you want, but it's a sequel, but you don't have to have played the first game to get it. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who supported us on Kickstarter, because it's very special for us. And yeah, keep doing it. You have a demo, we are improving it, and we are trying to reach for stretch goals now to make the game even better. So hopefully we can make the most out of it and do a very special game.
Something to point out, you have octopus companions that are weapons.
It is on the demo. You have the octopus in the other chapter of the demo. And yeah, there will be like 8 octopuses with each have the special powers, magics you can use in puzzles. And you can grow them and train them in a fountain, like in a cow garden, like in Sonic. So yeah, a lot of references.
We just had a Chao Garden spiritual successor the other day that Joey played on GameXplain too. It is a very thing that's fun for people. Final quick question, being Tako and Octopus. Takoyaki, are you a fan of it, yes or no?
Yes, I know how to make them actually. I was called Takoyaki Shokunin once by Japanese people, so I guess I can take that to my grave. But yeah, I know how to make takoyaki, and actually I had the idea for Mr. Tako while eating takoyaki. I got the vision of an octopus hero, and so yeah, takoyaki are there. They are in the game as well. You'll see them at some point. So yeah, go eat takoyaki, it's good.
In the game with Octopus, shocked at people eating takoyaki?
In Semi Tako that was the case, but in this one, octopuses were erased from his story, so there's no octopus in the takoyaki in this game. So no octopus were armed.
Okay, well thank you very much for your time, Chris.